What is going on, my lovely and beautiful D.D.D fam? It's your boy Brendan, aka Drip from Team D.D.D, back with another video. In today's video, I have my undefeated Orcust Fiendsmith list. I took this new iteration 2.0 to my pre-release for Duelist Advance and got first place. I got the mat and the promo. It was a really good. The deck was actually really freaking good. It's amazing what this deck can do off of one card or whatever. And I changed two things up from the main deck. Other than that, the main deck and the extra deck and side deck are remotely the same. But the two cards that I added actually came up a lot because the cards that I swapped out were just like one of them was unnecessary and never came up at all. And we'll talk more about that when we get there. But this is going to be an in-depth video. So there's going to be probably a lot of discussion. So this video is going to be longer. So shout outs to you if you're hanging out. Also, I want to give a quick shout outs to my Patreon. All my members for my Patreon, I really appreciate all of you guys for the extra support that you all give me. It means so much to me. So I just want to give them a shout out, even though I know there's a shout out at the end of the video. If I remember to, I like to try to show the love where I can. But if you don't mind, please hit the like button on this video. Subscribe if you're not already. Bell notifications so you never miss an upload. And check the description for all the ways to support me, my Patreon, my Discord, all my affiliate links, my TCG affiliate links. You can go there, buy your Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it will give me a small kickback with a zero extra charge for you. I just get a small kickback, and I appreciate you for it. Another thing too, this is the second undefeated list. Last locals I went undefeated, and then the sneak peek event I went undefeated. So Orcust is just killing it. Actually, I take that back. I got second place at one, so I went undefeated. Then I got third or fourth place, and then I went undefeated. Sorry, I got my days mixed up. So there actually was 1 week where I didn't go undefeated, but it was an off and on. But either way, let's go ahead and get in this video. My matchups were for the sneak peek. My matchups were round 1, I played against Lab. Round 2, I played against Mitsurugi Raizio. I 2-0'd that. I 2-0'd the Lab, and I can't remember if I went to game 3 with the Blue Eyes. I can't remember. But either way, it was a very good matchup. Ironically, like the Blue Eyes matchup was like the most interactive I had. It was against my buddy Tyler. Shout out to you if you're watching this. It was like the most interactive one I had. Other ones I kind of just drew the outs. But either way, normally I kind of do struggle with Mitsurugi from time to time. But either way, let's go ahead and start it out. 3 of the best boy. This is your best 1-card starter. I'm not going to show too much here. 3 of this. I hardly ever saw these cards at all during the pre-release. I saw Girsu like once, and I saw Harp like once or twice. The one that always stuck into my hand is the Orchestrated Nightmare. This card was literally glued to my hand, and it was frustrating. You only run one. You only need one, but you still need to run this because it helps you play around Fua, and it comes up, as does the one wand. These two come up. A lot of people cutting these cards. I find that very incorrect because you're cutting out a lot of your grind game, and you're playing harder into Bestials, and you're denying yourself as much follow-up, and you're playing into Charmies too hard. Yes, I know this deck, I preach it myself, this deck doesn't really care about Charmies, because if you go full combo without being nibbed or something, then you're going to win the game regardless, even if you let them draw their entire deck, basically, so it doesn't matter. But these two are mandatory in my personal opinion. Also, these two help you set up the World Crown to be able to be summoned on your opponent's turn, which I think I showcased in my last combo video. Just because I switched 2 cards out of this deck doesn't mean the combo changes. Everything stays the same pretty much. You'll understand that when you see the 2 cards I replaced. Then 1 Skelly. I dropped Skelly to 1, even though I know it is a starter, quote unquote. It's just the worst starter. And ideally, normally when you deck build anyways, you want 5 to 6 normal summons, and we already have too many normal summons. So the second one, mainly when I ran it, was only coming up to be a good discard fodder. off of Galatea I, aka Baby Taya. I'm going to use the name Baby Taya because that's what I've always used. So if you hear me say Baby Taya, I'm referencing Galatea I. I just call her Baby Taya. So here we got 3, 6, and then 7 plus 8 normal summons, 9 normal summons plus the 2, like because the 2 Fiendsmith normals that we got. And then the 1 World Crown. People sleep on this card because they don't know what, they never read their Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so they just play into this too freaking hard. Summoning this on like anything with extra deck reliant is like really freaking good. And then Orcust stuff. This is it. I cut the Succession. Succession is so 2019. It's, yes, I get it can be a starter, but it's literally the most situational and unnecessary starter because I feel like also in mid to late game, if you're using Succession, I mean not Succession, but Orchestrated Return. Sorry, I'm thinking of Mech Knights. Return, like if you're using that mid game, then you're just, it's way win more because you should be already controlling the game because you can loop the crescendo anyways. So you like drawing into hand traps don't matter. Drawing into names shouldn't matter either. Getting names in the graveyard shouldn't matter either as well because you just recycle the normal summons and you just keep normal summoning and linking off in generic stuff. So these 2 are the only ones that are necessary, and I just want to minimize bricks because I kept bricking on return and wishing it was a hand trap. So that's what I did. I made the second Skelly and the return a hand trap, and you'll see what it is here in a minute. Fiendsmith, 3 engraver. I leveled up to the Platinum Secrets. It's too pretty. I will get the QCR of her after the ban list when I know this deck is safe. I have the QCR in the mail, the alt art QCR in the mail. That alt art of this card just goes so freaking hard. It's gorgeous. 2-track. This 2-track actually comes up. It really freaking does. There was one point in my lab match, if you watch Locals Live, shout outs to you. If you don't, and you don't know what it is, Locals Live is a series that I did a long time ago, but I stopped doing it because of personal reasons, but I'm recently bringing it back. It's a series where whenever I go to events or I go to my locals, I will stream my locals, and I usually play the high tables, which means whoever keeps winning gets to play, unless it is a box night or a pre-release. If it's a box night or a pre-release or a bigger, higher event, I stay on the stream the entire time. So, but if you want to watch that, then go check out the older videos of that, or come check me out every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will let you all know ahead of time if I can, if I'm not going to be streaming that day, but if I am, just come check it out and see if I'm streaming or not. It's a good time. We're hanging out, we're chilling, just the guys, and we're playing some fun cards. And then 1 Paradise, that's it. But anyways, as I was saying about the track, there was one time I was playing against Lab. Sorry, I got distracted. I was playing against Lab, and I drew nothing but hand traps, which is crazy because I draw all the starters, and this is a very good starter. And I got stuck with the Orchestrated Nightmare in hand, and I had Orchestrated Nightmare plus 4 hand traps. And he went Arius in my main phase, and set the big welcome. Used the big welcome. I chained Fua. He gave me 1 draw, and the 1 draw I got was track, and I used track to add the Lurie, and then I pitched I think it was a Lurie or the Lacrima, either one. Pitched the Nightmare, normaled the other name, and then went full combo, Fiendsmith and Orcust, and it was just nasty. Just because off of 1 track and free pitch. Hand traps, the big portion. This is all hand traps. Except for like 3 cards. 3. These cards are absolutely gross. My poor buddy playing Lab had stood no chance with me maining these 6 because welcome and big welcome don't stand a chance of resolving. 3 Droll. This card is fucking MVP. This card is disgusting. 3 of mid impermanence. This card's okay. I find myself siding it out a lot, but I still don't want to be caught in the streets without it. It comes up when it comes up, and it's trash when it's trash. Then 3 Fua. 3 Fua is standard. I think everybody should be running 3 Fua in the main, personally. And then the 2 cards that I swapped out, the Return and the 1 Skelly for, was 2 Perulia. The This card's nuts, and I think everybody should be main decking 5 Charmies if your wallet can afford it, because these are the best 5 that I would play no matter what I'm playing. I'm playing these 5. I love every single one of these non-engine. They all come up. Like I said, the only one that's mid is mid in permanence, but it's necessary. I feel there's nothing else I would rather play in its spot, hand trap wise. But the Charmies were absolutely gross. Resolving both, you're feeling like you're just not losing. Definitely in this format. Moving on to the last cards in the deck. One Sack by the Grave. Gorgeous German QCR. Shout out to German cards for being the prettiest. One Foolish Burial, and one Triple Tactics. All these cards are really, really good. There's nothing in this main deck that I'd actually change, definitely for right now. Yeah, it could potentially change down the line with like the formats and stuff, but definitely the engine, heck no. Engine is absolutely perfect, in my opinion. I have a lot of hours testing this deck, and I've played Orcust since day one. Extra deck is, from my playstyle, absolutely perfect. I cut, if you didn't see 1.0, I cut all the generic shit. No IP, shit like that. I basically made it to where I summed it down to, because if you play Orcust and you have a big Orcust background, what does Orcust like to do? Break boards, right? Yeah. So all generic stuff that people run in their extra deck for generic stuff is for breaking boards. So why cut engine pieces that do the exact same thing but recycle your resources or make your board more oppressive? It makes no sense. So I cut all the generic shit. IP only came up if your Gearsu resolved and you opened a name. So you have to open Gearsu and like Nightmare for it to resolve and get the free pitch. Other than that, you're not going to be able to get to IP. So like, there's 3 things that has to happen. 1, your Gearsu has to resolve. 2, you have to open a name, an extra pitch name like Nightmare, Wand, or Skelly, and you can't get nibbed. So those 3 things have to happen in order for you to make IP on turn 0. Other than that, you just have a dead card in your extra deck that's going to come up very seldom at all. So why run it when you can swap it out for long Gearsu or something else that's engine piece that will actually do something? There's 2 flex spots in this extra deck, and we can talk about when we get there, and I'll show you the ones that I chose if you did not see 1.0. If you've seen 1.0, you've already seen my list, my extra deck list. 1 Galatea Eye. 2 comes up every once in a while, only if this card like gets Solemn Judgmented or something like that, because it makes it hard to get back in rotation. 2 Galatea. 2 comes up for the combo. You don't always get to the link 4 unless you open another name with this iteration of the deck, because you're going Caesar and stuff like that instead. If you weren't going Caesar, you could get to the link 4, but the Caesar is too impactful right now with Mitsu, because you can Mitsu the prayers. I mean, not Mitsu, but you can Caesar the prayers, you can Caesar the ritual spell, and then still have your crescendo, hand traps, and everything else set up for everything else or whatever. So it comes up. So like because what you do is you make this one, you make the first one, and then you shuffle it back, set the crescendo, make a Gearsu on top of this one, absorb a follow-up, aka most of the time harp. Then you summon back Galatea Eye, take the ding and the Galatea Eye to make the second Galatea pointing to your Caesar, so she can't be destroyed by battle. That's what you do when you go the Caesar route, because you can't get to the link 4. Then 1 long, because this comes up. There was one time 2 weeks ago where I played against Amir. My opponent was not running this card, and I won because I was running it. This card comes up way too much, and I think any Orcust player not running it is playing the deck wrong, and they will soon find out that they will need this card. If they don't, then they just getting lucky. One arguably the best card in the deck besides the Link 1. This card is ridiculous. Non-target stealing, and I get to choose to. It's like all-in-one effect. Is nasty, because it makes it more antsy for your opponent. Like, is he going to steal my stuff, or is he just trying to add back follow-up? What's he going to do? It makes them have to play awkward, because they have to activate their quick effects and stuff if they're going to try to play around it. but as best as they can, even though there is no plan around it. And then the ability to banish and send anything to the graveyard if it gets sent from the extra deck. Despite what the wording says, there's an official Konami ruling on the Konami website or whatever, the card ruling things. If you have Babel up, you can use this during any time on your opponent's turn, even in the battle phase, despite it saying during your main phase. It's an official ruling. If you want to look it up or you have it handy, just in case your opponent or somebody who doesn't play Orcust reads the card and says you can't do it, it is an official ruling because I had it come up on me too. So if you're in the Discord, let me know. I can send it to you, or if you can't find it, if not, just look it up and have it handy on your phone, save it to your notes or whatever. So if they try to argue with you, or if you're going to a regional and the judge tries to argue with you, you have it right on you, because you can, as long as you have Babel up and stuff. So don't get cooked by people who some people just don't know. One ding, you only need one because you get it in rotation a lot. There's a lot of times where I actually banish ding with Galatea Eye and then just use wand to summon the ding Girsu back and get it back in rotation that way without burning the one skelly. Generic, this is like one of the only generic spots. SPL Knight. This is one of the generic spots that you can choose to cut if you don't want to, but I don't see why you would want to cut SP. SP is disgusting. Moving on to the Fiendsmith package. One Requiem, one Moon, one Sequence, one Agnum Day. This card is absolutely disgusting. Giving it piercing. Being able to, if I feel like my opponent's on nib and I'm going full Fiendsmith combo and I'm going like this instead of Caesar, like it's mid to late game or whatever, and I feel like they got nib, I'll summon this, and then if they nib me, I will just use, on their turn, I will use the Lacrimo to summon this, and then this during their turn to summon the Desiree, so I still get it with negates on their turn, and it's bigger than the nib, so feels good. Love to see it. This card just helps you push for game too, so why not? Agam Day is disgusting. One Desiree himself. This card is gorgeous. This card is amazing. I love this card. I love this engine, honestly. It's my favorite. If you want to know more about my reasons why I run this engine instead of Mitsu, I explain more in the 1.0, but I can still touch up on it a little bit right here. The reason being is because this engine is less reliant on the Orcust engine as where the Mitsu version is, because if you don't open Mitsu cards, you're forced to utilize your Orcust engine to get you to the Mitsu engine, because you have to go King of Feral Imps and you need your Girsu to resolve. Like Girsu, send Harp, summon another Girsu, overlay into King of the Feral Imps. And if you don't open any other name, then you're just wasting your Orcust engine. Plus, if you get Lanciad, then you just lose. As where if this one you get Lanciad, your Orcust cards can still get you to your Fiendsmith cards without relying on anything, because any two cards can get you there. Just any one Orcust card plus a discard will get you to Fiendsmith. Obviously with Galatea Eye getting Crown, Summon Crown, get Moon, Requiem's full combo. There you go. So like I think a lot of people playing Mitsu are just, like I said before, enjoying the new toy while coping on Impulse. Because you can't run Impulse in this because of Fiendsmith. One Necrocrypt. This card's really good. Sometimes if you can make this before using Galatea Eye's effect, you can get a free plus, because if you go Necroquip, summon Necroquip, make Galatea Eye or summon back Galatea Eye effect, pitch a monster, you can get a free draw off of Necroquip, which is really cool. So it comes up. And then Caesar. Caesar is Caesar. This card just solos games, definitely right now with Mitsu. And then the last flex spot / card in the deck that I'm never cutting, because this card wins me games. It won me several games in the past several weeks, and that is Chaos Angel. We can make it with dark. We can make it with light. We can make it with light and dark. It's so many ways to turbo this card out. It's actually diabolical. So this card solos games, definitely making it mid game. It just bodies everything. There's a time last night, you can watch on stream, my opponent made Gallant Granite, and he searched Nib, and I normal summoned Girsu, sent Harp or whatever it was, or something, I can't remember, but moral of the story is I went half combo with half Orcust combo, half Fiendsmith combo, and summoned this on turn 5, on summon 5, excuse me, summon 5 with light and dark. So it was like, even if he did me, it wasn't doing nothing, which was really good. Really, really good. Side deck, since this is a tournament deck. Side deck, it's just meta, basically. 3 Lancia. I haven't seen any like Crystron or Malice in a while, but around my area, but I still want to be strapped with it. 3 MVP in the side deck wise. This card is disgusting. Crow is really good for me in lab. It's obviously really good into Mitsu. It's really good into the mirror. It's really good into Fiendsmith. It's just really, really good right now. And I think if you can be running it, you need to be running it. This paired with Bell is really, really good. I don't know. There's just nothing much more I can say about that. 2 Bestials. Don't want to run 3 because a lot of people that run the Baldrake, I get the sense of why to run it, because it gives you a body and it's a body to link with to be able to like get into Moon, get into Fiendsmith and all that. But my whole thing is I just wanted to keep everything snug and tight, as where I can use this to search this. I just like if I open this, it's doing something. If I open this, it's searching this and doing something. I just didn't want a random third body to where I'm forced to draw into it if I need to. So as of where this, if I draw this after this, then this can get this back from graveyard. Yeah, they just do something together instead of the random one of like Baldrake, even though it is like a generic Solemn Judgment. 2 mid Nibiru. This card's like mid as hell, but like, I don't know. I don't really know what else I would run in its place. I don't know, but I kind of like it. When it comes up, it comes up. I guess since I haven't played Malice in a while, it's another reason why I haven't really ran it. This card is just, it's an Orcust card. Orcust Forbidden Droplet. It's really nice. Turn off stuff. Generic floodgates, shit like that. Last 2 cards in the deck. 1 Feather Duster. I took the 3rd nib out for the Feather Duster because I wanted more back removal, whether it's against like Blue Eyes or against Mitsu for their counter trap or their just normal trap or whatever, that just to bait it out or whatever the case may be. Get rid of their prayers, trigger their prayers early so they don't get the full board wipe on my turn. And then cross out, because every single thing in my side deck for the most part and my main deck can be used against me, so why not? The side deck I feel right now is like perfect. Besides like the nibs, you can put whatever you want to in potentially in the nib slot. If you don't want to run nib, like I said, I don't know what else I would run. The Crows, Lancias, Bestials, Droplets, everything is spot on besides arguably the nibs. But that's it, actually, guys, for the main, extra, and side deck. I know this is a longer video, but you know me, I make longer videos because I like talking, I like giving you guys the info, and I like setting you guys up for success, because that's the whole reason I make videos. I want to take the knowledge that I've gained from my time putting into this game or this deck that I'm playing with at the time, and setting y'all's bar right there where I'm at right now, so you can take it and take it to another level. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy this content. Be on the lookout for upcoming videos and watching the live streams and stuff. I appreciate all the support and everything that you guys do for me. I love it, guys, and I love you guys so much as well. And it's your boy Brendan, aka Drip from Team D.D.D. Sign out next time. Peace. Good dueling, my guys. I love you.